quick look at my newest indicator. A lot of people, they want to get in on the market on the right time. They're just looking for the perfect indicator for signals. And here I'm showing a very simple, very messy signal. So this is just a bunch of longs, bunch of shorts. And of course, if you would have traded this, you would have made a lot of losses here. And then even if you used a stop and a target 2 to 1, like I would here on a short, you still most likely would be losing money in the long term. And that's what this strategy is all about. If you input some code, let's go to Ichimoku oscillator, we can put this under every indicator, just change the long and the short, what's creating it, and then it's going to create some labels on the chart, some plotting and some alerts. You don't want these alerts, you want to feed it into the backtesting framework, and that's what we're going to talk about. So the backtesting framework, you just input the long condition, the short condition of your indicator after inputting the automation thing on the bottom. And then you have some settings like reward risk. You want to use long and shorts, yes. What's your stop? 2.5 ATR. Let's go back to the chart. So this would have been 2.5 ATR when you go at the ATR bands indicator. But this would be your position. This amount of stop, this amount of TP on average, when you would be using these values about 2.5 ATR, 2 times risk to reward, which is based on the stop. And then you input some start equity. If you want to filter only trades from 2020 or something, you can change the starting year to test. Then your lot sizing, here it's Cent USDT. So this crypto, go to my crypto account. Okay, if I want to do 100% of my balance, it would be about 1,000. So then minimum lot size 1,000. Risk increase, risk decrease, not going to talk about this today, but it's some progressive type of adding to your risk. Then equity moving average length, this is very important. If I go to the original equity, which is this, if you would have just followed the signals, it's going to plot like a moving average to it, and then it's going to filter trades, which is going to be the yellow line here, and it's only going to take a trade when the previous equity was above the moving average. So that creates this yellow line, and then you have the consecutive crazy roulette type of systems, which is this things over here. Anyways, so here you have minimum trades for optimal data. That's for the optimal equity curve. It needs some data for deciding which path to take. So for all these simulations, we have the normal equity curve, the MA filtered, same consecutive, MA filtered consecutive. It's a bunch of different weird ways to manage your risk. And then it's going to also flip it around and show what would happen if you did the opposite. Say you get a short signal, instead you go long, target the stop loss, and stop at the take profit. So that's doing the reverse. So if you would have done that on the original equity line, you would have been profitable. Not very much, but you would have been profitable. Then for all the other ones, it does the same. And then you can see on some of these 5 times more return than risk. So return than risk is, if you measured this big risk, is about $400 loss. And then you go to here, it's about $700 profit. So it's a bigger return than the maximum risk. This measures that. And then the optimal equity line, what it does is on every step of the way, is going to check these 12 different lines and going to see which one has the biggest return to risk, which one is most profitable. So it's going to decide to follow these. Here it made the mistake of following some of these higher return risky ones, and it made a big loss. In the end, it decides after this big loss, let's follow the yellow equity line. It's having much lower losses, so then it starts to follow the yellow equity line. When we would be trading this, after getting all this data, of course you want to follow the yellow equity line, and it will keep doing so from this point. Sometimes it needs about 1,000 trades to 1,500 trades or something to finally figure out what's the most optimal equity line to follow, and it will keep doing so. In testing a lot of pairs, I found that the yellow equity line, which is the MA filtered normal equity line, is usually the best thing to follow. Once you have this, I have my Binance connected to Tradingview.to, which is a website to connect to brokers platforms using Tradingview. Then you get a webhook. You connect the webhook to your alert, and then it will start to trade this all the time. Even when I shut down my computer, these alerts are running in Tradingview Cloud, so it's 24/7 online. Same with Binance and same with TradingView.to. So this is running 24/7 at only a cost of €5 a month to run the TradingView.to integration. So in the pair, you just need to input which symbol it is, if it's a MT4, MT5 platform or crypto. Then if you want to override risk, which I'm doing here, I want to have 100% equity per trade. So that's this. You can do that, or you can just use the sizes here. But I'm doing 100% there. And then minimum return to risk for optimal equity is going to send trades because the risk to reward is okay. It's above 2. I may filter not true because it's filtered out, like the yellow equity is filtered out by moving average. So it's not going to send the next signal, but when the opportunity arises, it's going to send a signal. So what you do is, after inputting your pair, having all settings configured, equity curve is looking good, you just create an alert and just create. In the notifications, you input your webhook, which you get from TradingView.to, which I'm not going to show you guys because I don't want you guys to send trades to my own account and let me get some losses or wins. I want full control, so I'm not going to show it. But you just hit create, and then just like here, it's going to start trading this 24/7. So that's the backtesting framework. You can automate and optimize any strategy you find on the TradingView platform. And that's it actually. I'm just going to trade this. I made a video about my crypto account. Going to show you progress using this. Going to do the same in some of my Forex funds. This is just a very good system to use. It's part of the HonestAlgo Ultimate subscription, which is my most expensive, but it's also my most valuable subscription because you get access to all kinds of full automation.